This membership has shown that it will stick together and support each other. And as a negotiator, I'm proud.
There will be jobs leaving, and most likely that'll start with, the places where we have the real redundancy. And
union workers at Mercury Marine in Fond du Lac put their jobs at risk after rejecting a contract proposal by the company this morning.
The company was looking to make more than 100 changes to the contract, including pay freezes and increased costs for health coverage. After the vote, Mercury Marine said it will move many of its Fond du Lac manufacturing operations to its facility in Stillwater, Oklahoma over the next 2 to 3 years. The Fond du Lac facility will continue to operate for now under the terms and conditions of the existing contract, which expires in 2012. If Mercury Marine shuts down the Fond du Lac plant, it would mean an annual loss of $353 million in workers' earnings and another $5,900 in lost jobs due to the impact. Union leaders would not release the vote count, but say an overwhelming majority voted against the contract. Fox 11's Robert Hornacek has more from both sides.
After a 2-hour meeting at Fond du Lac High School, more than 800 union members voted by secret ballot on some proposed changes to the union contract.
I voted no.
Steve Wisco has worked for Mercury Marine for 33 years. He was one of what the union says is an overwhelming majority of members who voted the contract down.
I have to look out for my fellow employees and the people that are laid off right now. I don't think it's fair.
Union leaders say the proposal included a wage cut for laid-off workers who are brought back to work.
I'm going to go ahead and back them, try to do what I can for them. I'm not going to sell them down the tube either.
Union leaders say that's not the only problem with the proposal.
This language means a lot to these people. It's 50 years worth of arguing over, and they just want to strip it away.
Union President Mark Zilgis says the company proposed way too many changes that had nothing to do with the economy.
What they did with their management clause is rewrite it, so basically they can do anything with you, any time of the day, any weekday, any day, anything, and we can't argue it.
These are the things we felt we needed to have to be able to deal with a totally different marine business and marine environment than we've had in the past.
Company President Mark Schwabero says over the next 2 years, hundreds of jobs could leave Fond du Lac. Mercury is planning to consolidate much of its Fond du Lac operations with an expanded facility in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
It's just the reality of the business world today.
The union sees it differently.
We're willing to work with the company. We're willing to help them with the things that they need, but we're not going to give them everything that they want.
The company says some of those manufacturing jobs could start leaving Fond du Lac yet this year. As for the future of the company's corporate headquarters, Schwabero says that's a separate decision, but one he says he plans to announce very soon. In Fond du Lac, Robert Hornacek, Fox 11 News.
The union has a meeting with the company set up for Tuesday. Whether that meeting will still happen is uncertain. The company says it has no plans to reopen the negotiations, and the union says it has no plans to bring the matter back for another vote.